Okay, gonna get going. Run. Hi, bites. We're doing more space stuff. Okay, what was I doing? You really want Tomodachi Life now? It is a good game. Okay, I want to go to Subcert, the interloper, and find out what. You had $60 at one point in your life? Wow, that's a lot. It'll find its way back to me someday. It's true. Oh my god, don't crash into it. Oh my god. Then you'll make yaoi. You should see my island. It's all lesbian. Oh my god. Let's try that again. We could be Yuri and Yaoi. Correct. Like yin and yang. Exactly. Does Tomodachi have a game card version? It does. The like game card has like the little cards you buy in store, or is this like the actual game cartridge? It should have the card in store. Why? It'd be dumb if it didn't. Please don't crash into it again. Physical? The card or the cartridge? Okay. We're actually gonna go on to the ice side. The card. The one that looks like a credit card? Oh, you put in the Switch to play games. Oh yes, it does have a physical card. A cartridge. My ship be moving. Okay, something is on the sunward side. In this crevasse. High, high brittle rock. Hi, Charlie. You created Persona Gex and Dana Scully in Tomodachi Life. Wow. With a distinct lack of lesbians. I'll have you know that I've already died. I collided into the interloper at 400 meters per second. Not great. Ice is melting. Well, that's a hole. Here I go. Down into the hole. That kills you. Weird forms ain't even that big. You're right. Yep, that's ghost matter, all right. Mm-hmm. I'm receiving much stronger energy readings now that we're beneath the crust. Whatever it is must lie somewhere below, closer to the comet's center. Starting to think it's more dangerous than we realized. Clary, can you hear us? Yes, but your voices are faint. I fear we will lose communication entirely if you continue any deeper. Keep the shuttle warm for us, Clary. We'll return the moment we identify the source of the energy readings. I understand, but be cautious, both of you. Every lesbian relationship requires a large and intimidating gecko to loom over it. Huh, who knew? Like, what tree? You know, the tree that's right in front of me. Oh god. Oh no! Hmm. That didn't go off too well, did it? Snake dead. Mm-hmm. Well, here we go. Here we go off dying again. Put that on in case I crash and don't suffocate. Oh, that. Carp won't die. He just takes nap all day. It's true. I need to get there before the ice melts so I can get in the hole. You'll interlope in my melted ice? Wow. Oh my god. It's fine. Don't worry about it. We're fine. Nothing happened. Nothing. That radar dish is so sad. So this thing is being held together by ropes. Okay, where is Crevasse? There it is. Okay, so hole number 1 isn't the correct hole. I'll have you know. Bye, Brittle Hollow. Bye, Brittle Hollow. There's so much stuff I need to do there still. I still don't know what that is. Maybe I get a chance to see it when it comes back around. Sure is something. Too bad I'm going in a hole. I can rotate the camera? Hmm. Okay, yeah, so not that way. And not that way. Goes to this hole. Got it. That one right there. Don't fall in that hole. I'm pretty sure that's where Ghost Manor is. I'm fine. Oh, I'm not fine. Not fine. Maybe there's a way in there? Or like, if I go through the Ghost Matter, will it be fine? And I'd be like, if I go through it too fast, I'd be like, so fast, like speedy? Like, nope, can't do it. Ghost Matter hurt so bad. It hurt my body. Anything new from that? Ruptured core. 2 missing members of my shell crew near a large rubber stone looks like exploded from the inside. Alright. There. Is there a way inside the comet? Hmm. Unsure. Um, give water. Okay. What is that? I must know what that is. Hmm. Guess I'm going Dark Bramble. I haven't been here before. I guess we'll go. Hmm. Delicious water. There's not really anything on the South Pole. There's stuff inside the bramble? Oh no, gonna see. Huh? This seems safe. Um, I landed on the bramble and now I appear to be inside the bramble somehow. Okay. Oh god! Hmm. Probably should have assumed that was going to happen since it was breathing. Huh. Okay. I can't wait to get eaten by another anglerfish again. Also, they are much larger than what the museum had. I got nothing from Doc Bramble from that? Okay. You ate an entire box of Oreo plus cereal for breakfast? That doesn't seem very healthy. I will land on this moon. Incorrect, apparently. Well, I guess try the land inside the bramble. Oop. Oh, it does load a new room. Okay. You don't want to get eaten by a giant anglerfish? Not even a little bit? Are you gonna eat my ship? That seems kind of mean, to be honest. Where'd the light go? That's right, let's go deeper into the Dark Bramble. Nothing can go wrong from this. Sorry. I'm a little confused. Why are there multiple signals in here? Huh. That's not creepy at all. Okay. Let's try and find a different one, I guess. Because it's not this one. There's only one signal now. Oh, now there's two. Oh, this one's dead. Duplicate signal. Ship error. Feldspar. Whoa! Where'd you come from? No one's come here in, well, ever, actually. I see second Hearthy never reached Dark Bramble. After me, of course. Well done. Say it too, they made you astronaut? You haven't blown yourself up yet? Good for you. Feldspar, you're alive. Never were the brightest hatchling, were you? That's right, I'm alive. Been coming here since here my ship, crashed. Violently. Wait, what? Ah, this is a good story. I just explored the core of Giant's Deep. I need a new challenge, and none of us had ever been inside Dark Bramble, so I think, hey, let's give that a try. I've been cruising around for a while, dodging the old, odd, massive interdimensional vine bristling with thorns, when I run into this huge anglerfish, the biggest I've ever seen. Pull a few stunts, try to shake it off, nothing too fancy. I'm going full speed, and the fish clips me, knocks me into vine. Like I said, crash. Blammo. On impact, my ship started making noise like it's coming apart from the inside. I think, well, that ain't great. Sure enough, I barely get out of there before electrical systems start sparking like crazy. It's either move fast or die unpleasantly, so I had to put a little distance between me and my poor fried ship. Camped out near where I crashed at first. Found the skeleton later. Great find. Would have been stupid not to use it. So I moved my setup over here and planned out my emergency tree seeds. Been here ever since. Can't believe you didn't die. You know, in the old days, I used to think the same thing every time I came back from a flight in one piece. But these days, I'm used to it. Anyway, that's how it went down, actually. Story's over, but feel free to stay and enjoy the fire a while. Or don't. Fire's not going anywhere. I found anything else you wanted? Found something. Actually, never mind. Nothing you want to share with me? Settle. You better get out of here and start exploring. Where should I explore here? That's the spirit. Anywhere's good, but you should know that space is weird here. Intensely. Ever try throwing your scout into one of these weird seeds? See there with a little opening? It's just big enough to launch one through. Your scout tracker will tell you this scout is in 2 places at once. But I don't think that's wrong, exactly, because space doesn't work right in here. That seed looks small, see? But inside, it's bigger. Much bigger. Not a lot of time to think about this. My theory is space in dark bramble kind of expands as you go through each sphere. That's why it's bigger inside the seeds. That's my theory. Keep that in mind while exploring dark bramble. Maybe we won't get lost inside forever. For the harmonica signal on Hearth. I'm thinking that there's a seed on Hearth. And all the seeds are connected. Good luck! You reach the core of the giant steep. How do you do it? Giant steep core, huh? That was a wild one. Since you're asking, I assume you haven't made it down there yourself, right? Well, if I tell you how, kind of feel it's cheating. On completely unrelated note, that sure was a big hollow vine my ship crashed into. Yep. If I were you, I'd go take a walk and see where it ends. You want to go to the tail end of this anglerfish skeleton here and look for a flicker light at the flock. That would be my old ship. Pass right there. Where's your ship? Not far from here, as a matter of fact. If you go straight past the tail of this anglerfish skeleton, you'll see a flickering light in the fog. Follow that, you'll find my old ship. What's left of it anyway? What happened to this anglerfish? Oh, skeleton? Looks like when I got here. Near as I can tell, this anglerfish was been chewing on the vine and eating a seed, and the seed grew and grew in the poor fish's stomach until this happened. Gross, huh? Skeleton was a good find. Keep the fish away. See, they're territorial, so they mostly avoid each other. That's why I set up camp here. Do I tell ground control come get you? Oh yeah, sure. Whenever you have the time. Frankly, I kinda like it out here. Quiet. Peaceful-ish. You're a little young, I understand. Puts a lot of pressure being the best that ever was. Been nice to have a break. The tail? Duplicate signal. Oh, there goes my scout. So the seeds all kind of connect to each other, sounds like? Gonna get into your ship, Feldspar? Gex's iconic catchphrase, it's tail time? Is it? I don't know. I never played Gex. Ow. Oh. Sorry. I'm still in Dark Bramble somewhere. Oh, that's the hole. So go back. I don't know how I'm gonna leave. I don't know how I came in. Oh, there's gravity in here. That's why I fell back through. Wait a second. I was like, do I recognize this place? No, I do not. I thought this was the Thorny Island at, on Giant's Deep. Entry, I'm gonna say not 1. Crashes, 3. Boring crashes, 0. Personal trust. Whoa, never thought I'd see one of these beasties outside Giant's Deep. They're awfully useful back there. Maybe jellyfish could be useful here too. Ugh, this thing tastes terrible. The outside's all rubbery and tough. Maybe because it insulates jellyfish insides from getting zapped by electricity. Right, I'm going inside this jellyfish's interior cavity to see what if it's in there tastes any better. Why would you eat it? Note the feldspar. Do not eat this, even if you are dying. It would be too sad if this were the last thing you ever ate in this life. Gassy jellyfish are only used for insulation and electricity. Again, do not eat. Love, feldspar. Okay. Thanks, feldspar. Don't you think there's McDonald's in one of the seeds? I appear to have, I need to find my way back into the seed. Ow. Preferably not the way that takes me through all the anchorfish. Feldspar, Gabber, and my dudes, I love hanging out with them. That's not my ship. That's a seed. There's my ship. Okay, let's see. Frozen jellyfish. Felspar's alive. The crashed ship is now camping inside a huge anglerfish skeleton. Felsspar doesn't think my scout tracker is wrong when it says my scout's in 2 places at once. They have a theory that a space doesn't work the same inside Dark Bramble. Feldspar doesn't sound overly eager to return to civilization. They've been enjoying the relative peace and quiet. Feldspar documented attempts to eat this enormous jellyfish frozen in the ice. The outside is all rubbery and tough, possibly because it insulates the jellyfish's insides from getting zapped by electricity. Feldspar decided to venture inside the jellyfish's interior cavity to see if it tastes any better on the inside. After tasting inside the jellyfish, Feldspar concluded that these jellyfish are only useful for insulation from electricity. Okay, thanks, Feldspar. Ooh, dang. Hanging City. So the probe is inside of Giant's Deep, I think. Hmm. Which side do I left? Unable to pinpoint location. That's not great. Yeah, that's his ship. I unfortunately need to find a way out of here. And that's a good question. Now, there's an exit right there. Yeah, because that's a seed. What's inside this seed? Oh, that goes to Feldspar. That's why there's a signal there. Okay. Oh. Let's try not to get eaten by anglerfish on our last dying breaths. Like that one right there. Or, you know, I appear to be going in circles. It's fine. I'm dying anyways. Anglerfish dying breath too, you know. Okay. Now that we know that Feldspar is in fact alive, I want to check the observatory. And see if the sound coming from the anglerfish in the observatory is the same sound. Mr. Control kiss Feldspar all sloppy style. Correct. No. Feldspar is still here. Also, I looked up what the DLC means, the Ghost of the Eye, and it's the satellite. I still don't know what it means, but it's something to do with the satellite. Oop. Try and get into like orbit. Like better. I don't think I've been in here. Yeah, I haven't been here. Oh, see, it's here too. That's why you hear Feldspar in there. How close does it get to Feldspar? Immediately. Hey, yo, Hatchin. Thought you were taking that tin can of yours in space today. What are you still doing here? Me? I saw some crash to the horizon. Didn't like what I seen. There were pictures my little scout sent back. So I come over here myself and take a look. Is that a dark bramble seed? You think so? It's nothing I've ever seen on Timber Heart before, so you're probably onto something there. Whatever it is, put down roots in a hurry. Don't like the look of this thing, Ashley, that's fact. Think they'll set Marl and Hal loose on it. Best get rid of this mess sooner rather than later. No one can remove an unwanted plant faster than the tree keeper can. I'll get a look at what's inside the seed first, though. Don't want to set anybody up to hacking up a potentially dangerous plant. So I have a better idea what's lurking inside there. Tough can help me haul the old scout launcher over here. I see the opening's too small for someone to fit inside. And anyway, I'm not gonna blindly stick my hand to something that looks as unpleasant that seed does. That's a good way to lose an arm or two. Is that what crashed? Do I see? Is that how a seed? I think I saw a seed crash or something. I don't know. How have I not been here? A seed from Dark Brand will crash here and has already taken root. Tech-Type wants to use a scout launcher to look what's inside. My signal scope picks up harmonic music when I aim at the seed. Launch my little scout on the seed, somehow the seed is much bigger on the inside. Well, we already knew that. It leads to Dark Bramble itself. Interesting. Well, nothing else to do here. Didn't we find a frozen jellyfish? Also, it'd be a really hilarious death, get smacked in the face with an island. Oh shit. Like, really hilarious. What is this island? I haven't been in here before. Or have I? This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install a probe tracking system. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I have given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may have actually succeeded where many other attempts have not. If I know my brother Avens and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I worry the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting to absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm. Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they are atypical for you. If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Maz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon. So this is construction yard. Okay. Why am I here? Just to suffer? There is something over there. Hold on, I gotta walk my one little piece over to their side. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, there goes my island. Chill out, son. I gotta walk my little piece. Oh, my island's back. We're good. This is the wrong side for that platform. Hold on. I need to get into that core. It is a conundrum on how to get there, though. Kanoi, Daz, and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components to orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current. Kanoi, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Asaf convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts. We're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current? Gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of giant sleep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory. Reveals how an object might sink below the current. Kanoi, I've been unable to grasp the answer by looking at the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain? If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are two trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's gravity cannon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Problem with the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, I can't go up the tower when it's there. And so they got tornado. 11 minutes 32 seconds ago. Long range probe successfully launched from orbital probe cannon. I have bad news, Avens. Yero said there's a problem with the proposed power source. The orbital probe cannon won't be asked to fire. I hope you're pulling my locomotive limit here, Cassava. I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on definite hiatus. I've read this. Yeah, I've been in here. Okay. How much time I have left? A while. Gravity is a strong current beneath the surface of the ocean that prevents anything. Something sink beneath the underwater current, which I previously thought was impossible. Plans were known by built orbital probe cannon. Cannon was not asked to fire. A long-range probe was recently launched from the orbital probe cannon. Model giant steel that filled down object might sink below a strong ocean current. Two pass beneath brittle hollow surface that leads to the observatory. One starts a gravity cannon, the other starts a tower of quantum knowledge. Okay. Well, there's still like some islands here I have not seen. Have I been in that one? I have not. That was a guess. I was actually guessing I would have fucking died instantaneously by going into there. That was not true. This place massive. Why so big? Come on. Why a hole? Why is there a hole? Is hole necessary? I don't know, there's a room in there. I don't think that hole is big enough for my ship. Yeah, it's not. The first hole is, the second one isn't. Do 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 do, walking down my hallway. I love hallway. We welcome this place. This tower shares with all who has knowledge need to make his or her first quantum journey. You know, on giant planet with 2 times gravity, I don't feel comfortable flying up a tower. Not my favorite activity to do. Enter this place without friends, however, these are lessons you learn to yourself. Seek the Wandering Arch. That one? Yeah, that one. This would probably be a good place to do things on a new cycle. Observing a quantum object. Observing an image of quantum object. These are the same. How? Well, there's a hole there. Great. Oh, it probably wants me like to observe it. Oh. Anything cool in this room? Not really. The arch and crystal do not naturally meet. Oh, I looked away. Ow. There. Keep that up so it won't move. And try and get the crystal there. Ah, clever. Hmm. This is the last one, but we made it harder. Hmm. Oh, look, there's me. No, I'm not done. I'm so close. Oh. Shit, I looked away. Ha! Put some water on the slug to slow it down. God, I'm so smart. We offer congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you as a reminder of your quantum pilgrimage. I'm not done! Remember that quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Your curiosity goes with you on your journey. You walk in the footsteps of those come before you, and your path guides who will follow later. Neat. So I learned some stuff about quanta. Hmm. Okay, we did the Tower of Quantum Trials. The other quantum shards have other lessons to teach. Okay. It said, like, to get into Giant's Deep is to go to Brittle Hollow, which is there. Before Brittle Hollow fucking implodes on itself. And the observatory's on the south side. Right there. Whose ship is this? Someone's. Here, I did it. Put the ship down safely. And that ship went down. I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs. My ship never even hit those rocks. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would have barely laughed at me, I bet. That's good news. The bad news, I haven't found a way inside the structure yet. The door is broken. I know that's not great exploring, but I think I would have found a differential by now if there were one. Probably. Can't get aside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm gonna head north to the ruins on the equator to find a way down. North on the ruins. Okay, I can do that. I could go to the orbital cannon. I've been here, haven't I? Brittle Hollow Projection Stone. Where does this take me? Inside the Quantum Tower. Well, that doesn't really help me right now, does it? Southern Observatory, south, 550 meters. Shit. Uh... That wasn't supposed to happen. I think this chunk was supposed to be there. I think I just need to get there faster. Go in the hole. In the hole. Thank you. Yeah, I've been here before. I've been to all these places, I think. I need to get inside the mountain somehow. Which is in fact not here. Now, one of these will lead down. Not the way I want, but, you know. I haven't been here before. Scan complete. Minor structural instabilities detected. Pockets of breathable air detected. Adequate solar energy detected. Verdict. Hospitable. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Launching escape pod 3. Launching escape pod 2. Now launching escape pod 1. Escape pod 1. Vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Emergency escape hatch. That's funny. Is that everyone unharmed? No one was badly injured from escape pod's impact. We're incredibly fortunate. That's good news, at least. Have we heard from escape pod 2 or 3? No. I'm unable to make contact. My equipment can hear the other 2 escape pods distress signals, however. Any comfort? Both pods must be structurally intact. We'll continue calling for them. My gratitude if we can. Thatch, the moon is approaching again. Everyone brace yourselves quickly, the volcanic moon has returned. Be cautious of falling ash and debris. I believe the moon has passed. This planet doesn't appear eager to have guests. We are certainly unwelcome on its surface. We need to find shelter, and quickly. The volcanic moon won't be gone for long. I observed several promising sites below the surface, but we need to construct a way for everyone to climb safely down this cliff. Perhaps we could build platforms? Escape pod 1. Those escape pods, real small, to have you know. Okay, I guess we'll use platforms. Platform's unstable! Use caution, a black hole sleeps below. You must not slip. Thanks! Who would have guessed? Black hole. Go below. Scary. Of note, be sure not to wander far from here. Though this area is somewhat unstable, it's safer than any we found so far. The temporary settlement is finished, but remember to be cautious of falling rocks and dust created by meteor impacts. Okay. This knowledge is too dear to lose. Here's everything we can recall about the signal we encountered while aboard the vessel. The signal is older than the universe itself. This is the most significant detail. No Nomai clan has ever encountered anything like it. How can anything in this universe be older than the universe itself? Imagine what rare and profound knowledge it might offer. We must find this eye of the universe. The signal looked like an eye, round, with a circle in the center much like a pupil. Suppose the signal is looking for something. Oh, you know what? The tower shard? I might be able to, like, use the tower shard to get further up the tower. Game was teaching me things. We can hear the other escape pods distress signals, which gives me hope. Foley, are you still here? I'm unsure how to survive this place without you. I'm unsure how to be me without you. Oof. Snack learning. True. It looks like Bramble took over their ship and they launched the escape vessels. So there's still a vessel in Dark Bramble. Well, it looks like. Now Snack can defeat Goomba and Mushroom. The pain of your absence is sharp and haunting. I would give anything not to know it. Anything but never knowing you at all, which would be worse. I only hope that you're safe, Keek, wherever you are. Hmm. Shut up. My ship's still here. Probably doesn't matter that much, but you know. What is that? Does the tower shard move into the tower? That's probably how I get in. Hey, stop that. Tower confirmation. Uh oh. Where's my tower of quantum knowledge? There it is. Using oxygen as propellant is a bad idea. Do not do this. Use your suit's oxygen in an ill-advised manner. Okay. Trees detected. You almost fucking died, bro. Already depart for the quantum moon. Yeah, we did that. The shrine must be on the moon's north pole. What does that mean? So what it sounds like is that the quantum moon goes to the eye? How much time we have left? Not a lot. Yoink. Hmm. Just speed it up. Yeah, I don't like that suffocating sound. Not my favorite. Okay. I have like one more idea to get to the quantum moon, and it's to launch a probe on it. Vessel crashed somewhere in Dark Bramble. You can probably go there. Hopefully it's not in a seed. K-Pod's never made it out of Dark Bramble. Isn't there an escape pod? Not there. On Ashwin? Ember Twin. Oh my god, I hate this map. Yeah, Escape Pod 2 made it to Ember Twin. Stop. Other starts with Tower Quantum Knowledge. Perfect. Perfection. You should suffocate like a normal person, jeez. North Pole. I think I've read this before. Oh, I haven't read this. It's talking about lake bed. Damn, I can't warp with it. That's a shame. I've been that way. That was my clever idea, is to warp with the shard. It doesn't work like that. There's Chert. Anything like down here? There's stairs down here. EP shard no work. Cringe. want to get into the lab, but I just don't know how. But this is a different place. C4 the door. I've been there. Okay, but I certainly think I missed here. Yeah, I think I missed the escape hatch. Because the sand was too high. The heat from the star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. Read it. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what scans shows a cave system much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there, but a long-term shelter. Anona, these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams to descend in the caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. Beware the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct a long-term shelter there. Cavern well already found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark directions for others to follow? This is the start path to shelter site. I have left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry. This pathway there is filling with sand. Do not let yourself be buried by sand. Make sure no one's lost. Emergency safe catch. The hatch is broken. Nothing but interest at this end of this passage but rocks. Take away until less urgent time. Then follows this tunnel at its end. Examine the horror that lies at its terms later, provided we live through this. Interesting. This passage leads to breathable air. Refill your supply tank there. You cannot tell how far deep these tunnels might wind. Do not linger, as the area is exposed to the heat of this alien sun. I need air right now. Refill your air supply quickly and return quickly. Okay. I can do that. The sound of the sand falling is absolutely terrifying. Okay, which one had the terrifying rock? Yeah, there's a horror at this tunnel. Oh, hey! There's a fish here. There's at least 3 people in here. Neat. Fishy. There's at least 3 dead bodies in there too. Along with the fish. path to the other side of some Kalud is follow instructions ahead closely. Okay. To reach the shelter site, walk forward until you meet the sandfall at the pit, then turn left. To the room filled with rock column formations, climb upwards to the opening above them. The sand here is rising, so it must be curious but swift. This one? Or do I go this way? I think it said forward and left. This is forward and left. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So that was not the way. Mm-hmm. So it said forward and left. Another room with rock formations. Oh, it's right there. Just blind, that's all. Cautious of crossing chasm head, the bridge Melroy and I crafted will do its job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it, and you'll reach the shelter site. You're doing well. There's only a little further left to go until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. Up there? This is the shelter site? Anglerfish Fossil Overlook. It's mazy, isn't it? Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. Update, we need to find a way inside quickly, Moray, because when I returned to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing on the specimen. We can see Coleus and I believe the specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agree it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considered what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly this hole is too small for it to have hit through. Hypothesis, there's another entrance to this cave. There's it is. Coleus and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. Well, there's the fight entrance. There's an entrance that way. Kind of. Or directly above the anglerfish. Ow. I want to be in there. How do I get in there? Hmm. I appear to be losing quite a bit of space to use in here. Should we build a sun station and power Ashton project? Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. Can't imagine discovering them in our lifetimes. I understand this proposal unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ashton project. I almost can't comprehend this being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of the star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of entire star systems too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. Believe, if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Pi. Poki, I am deeply honored. Idea, I comprehend your position. However, we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support the station's use. Surprisingly, Idea, I disagree. We're pushing the possible new technologies further than ever before. Then my experience is the defining characteristic of our species. Well, running out of space, yeah. Gravity cannon. I've been in here. I think. Things at the station both built and activated, just a hunch. Me too. Yeah, I've been here. There. Get crushed by falling sand. Nothing can go wrong with that. Okay. What did we learn? I think that's the station I keep seeing that's orbiting the sun. I just haven't been able to get to it. Found a cave with anglerfish fossil inside, but the opening's only big enough for my scout. Let's see. I still haven't done anything on Ash Twin. Yeah, but what does the activation mean for the station? There doesn't really appear to be anything on Ashwin. Might have something so the sun will explode. Like they were trying to force the sun to explode? There's definitely a distress beacon inside. Oh. Oh, I forgot to put on my suit. Whoops. My bad. Try it again. Happens to the best of us. It does. On. And they say there's a... Didn't they say the entrance was down here? Yeah, we're fine. We're not fine. Uh oh. We're fine. Nothing could have bad happen from that. Well, we can try and get back to the place we were at. My limbs. Ow. Alright. That doesn't go where I want. I want the escape pod. Because there's something inside here. Okay. This way? Yeah. And we're here early, so there should be a lot less sand in these caves. And I also know what I'm doing now, so... Where did this go? Oh, this goes to the fish overlook. Anglerfish Overlook District. Oh! Stepping Stone District. High Energy Lab Trailhead. Ice Shrine District. Ooh. Damn, can't go that way. That's a lot of ghost matter. Like, a little much. A little too much. We welcome this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye signal on our travels, and we followed it here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. The eye is called to us. Why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate? Did something happen to it? Did signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Did the eye deliberately call out to us for sending a signal, or did we hear the signal by coincidence? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced incidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. I want to see if it lights up the room again. See if there's something to look at. Nope, just cool shadow. That's it. Alright, how do I get out? Hill. Ah, that's how. Ow. Stepping Stone Cave. I'm gonna die in this cave. Got it. Or maybe not. Are we playing the fossil fish game tonight? I fed the fossil fish a new lantern. If you go to Stepping Stone Cave, the entrance to Fossil Fish Cave is easy to see now. Gratitude, Solanum. It's good you're small enough to climb in through the hole at the Anglerfish Overlook. I'm still small enough. You won't be for long. Mom and Dad are tall, so you know I'll be tall too. Why would I want to go in there? We're meeting in the Fossil Fish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb the Anglerfish Overlook hole, you'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to the Stepping Stone Cave, then up and into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to get a fossil fish to Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the Anglerfish Overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Take it can't fit into the Anglerfish Overlook hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than Levi now. Who cares? Ilex is still tallest. Uh-oh. 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 We're gonna get crushed by sand. Unless we can find the way to fish. We found the way to fish. Whoever was it when we ended last time as the Anglerfish? Rule change, the Anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold. And do not peek. Why are we changing? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real Anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. Rule stands. Rule updates. Go if younger kids don't want a blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and make the game more even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the Anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across the other side. If the Anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. Last little fish becomes a new Anglerfish. The old Anglerfish gives the new Anglerfish the blindfold becomes a little fish. That's a lot of words to say lots of fish. What is this room? Melorite, Anglerfish study. Update, Melorite. While I was here making sketches of Anglerfish, I observed the children I saw earlier playing here again. They added their rule to their game that incorporates our research. It's wonderful. I'm entirely delighted. It's never too early to appreciate biology. The long growth protruding from its head is bioluminescent. Perhaps it's used this growth to attract prey, a lure. This Anglerfish's digestive tract suggests death by starvation. Visually, the specimen appears to be of the same species as Anglerfish and Dark Bramble. We don't believe it originated from this planet. Wow, great. Oh, there's actual stuff on a ash twin. Shame I don't have any way to get up there. Because my rocket's on the other side of the fucking planet. Ow. What is this? Sunless City. That's right. Oh god. Bye, I guess. Silly aliens, everyone knows anglerfish are from Earth. This does appear to be an issue. Not Earth, Earth. Earth? Is that a reference? There is so much to do on Ember Twin. So much. Suffocating noise is not my friend. That's it? That's all we got done? Not Hanging City. I don't want to go to Hanging City. I want to be in Sunless City. Okay, we'll do one more loop. It is what it is, but I don't remember what I think it might be like a home. Or it might be a Futurama. Cancel. Cancel, we're gonna crash the Ash Twin. Well, easiest way to get there is through right here. Big brain maneuver. The Hearthians move to Sunless City. They don't need sun. Well, problem with that is that they kind of do need sun. Racing against the clock. You need sun to build city. If you have city, sun is obsolete. Okay. We've... That's the stepping stone. High energy lab trailhead. Down there? High energy lab. We've been trying to get here for many hours at this point. Possibly. I don't remember. Been a while though. Do I have to wait for the sand to fill? Yeah, I have to wait for the sand to fill. I got here too fast. You had energy lab so bad, just build one in the geyser. Correct. Fun fact, sand, heavy. Can't jump in sand. Who knew? No one. No one knew this fun fact. But I guess it's good that I got here fast because I think the cable might have been covered if I came here too late. So it's a little bit easier to get through. I just want to like smack these cactus apart. You know, snack facts. I was gonna bury myself sand and try jump later. Ow! Uh-oh. Can't go that way. Why would they put a wire through something no one can climb through? Um, okay. We're good. Everything's fine. That's filled of angry hole. That hole be angry. Angie holes. Many Angie holes. Angie moles? What does that do? I do not know what that does. Remove warp core. What? What do you mean warp cores? Oh. That's kind of cool. Check the warp core episode. Okay, I don't understand what that did. Records showed Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Biddle Hollow very slightly before departing from Whitehole Station. Amy and I are devising an experiment to test if this is a real phenomena or simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is the negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first, our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on Whitehole Station. Hypothesis: it's possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering a corresponding black hole. What does this scroll say? Update. Our experiment here reproduced anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to unaided eyes. To that end, we decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. Of note, Amy, Yara requests that we let him know that we reroute energy to experiment. All available energy is being rerouted from the city to our experiment. Amy and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. I saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for intersection of abstract theory and practical application. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Oh, so this is a power switch. It does happen. Whoa. That's cool. We probably want the city to have power. Okay. Question? Yeah. Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it's actually sent through the warp. We've learned the negative interval time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy required to extend the interval increase out at an exponential rate. Hypothesis: creating a 22-minute long interval is possible. We are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Amy and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of producing energy, a thrilling but enormous undertaking. We'd also require advanced warp technology able to handle such technology. We'd also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be Ash Twin. Energy is currently unavailable, you say? You're a gas pie. My pun was unattended, Amy, so I believe it's you who is error form. You enter black hole. Does that mean there's a colony at the white hole before you jump? I think so. Briefly. The Ashton project would be one of the biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we need a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we use warp towers, like the one we have on Whitehole Station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my precise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model a timber hearth tower over a geyser mountain. Pokey, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. Black Hole Forge? So, Sun, Twin. That's supposed to be Timber Hearth? That's oh. So this will take me to oh. Ooh, fancy. Oh, here's the door. Wow, what a world. If I can get back to my ship, then we can try some of the Ash Twin Towers. Here. Can I use Sun Warp? Does it go to, like, the, station? Station's gone, but, you know, it'd be neat. Some time has passed since I checked on you, Pi. How are you and Idea progressing Sun Station plans? Presently, my assessment is that our plan will either fail explosively or succeed explosively. Ash Twin Towers? Yeah. Pi, you don't know. You know I don't find that funny. How curious, Amy thinks I'm a gas. I don't recall requesting that you monitor this conversation, Idea. I don't see what state matter you are has to do with this. I don't recall supporting Sun Station's construction, but here we are. Hypothesis. Time spent away from the station would be beneficial to you both. I'm immensely interested in testing your hypothesis, Zero. That, at least, we can agree on. How do I get in there? Oh. Let's call them Twin Towers for short. Let's not. And what a good place to stop. There you are, bitch. I see you. Alright. Alright. I might do some more tomorrow. I don't know.